What's up YouTube, it's Maki1 here. Today I went to my locals and I have a slightly different deck to discuss today. I was kind of a bit bored with gadgets. I probably should have tested them a bit more considering my local regionals is next week. But there we go. I decided in the end to run my koa'ki Meiru deck. I've got that. I have all of the main deck really, and I was able to borrow a Tiger King, so I still don't have one. It worked okay. I wasn't expecting anything great from it. I ended up going 3-2, so for a deck I kind of threw together in 5 minutes, and is kind of bad. I don't think that was doing too shabbily. Round 1 I got a bye, which kind of sucked, because it's like I'll change to a fun deck and you don't get to play. So I just should have been thankful for the win. Round 2 I went against Mermail. I got beaten 2-1. Game 1 I got trounced. Game 2 was possibly the most arduous game I've ever played against Mermail. It was just incredibly grindy. He got me down to 12, I got him down to 300, and I just managed to draw a monster in time, just to put that last tiny bit of damage on the board. And then game 3 I got trounced, so that was fun. Then round 3 I went against Nordics, against the player who lent me the Tiger King, and who also has built koa'ki Meiru, so he knew how best to thwart me. That was 2-1 as well. I beat him game 1. Can't remember what happened. I just think I got my combos off. Games 2 and 3, he just kind of out-advantaged me and finished me off both times by just poking me down from high life points. With I think game 2 it was Goldfax, and game 3 it was a Zen mains. So yeah, I didn't draw a D prison or a beta or anything, so that's pretty shit. So by that point I was on 1-2. Then I went against Chaos Dragons. This I beat 2-1. Game 1 I opened Rabbit and backrow and core and all the good things, so I defeated him in about 4 turns without taking a single life point. Game 2 he milled twice and then banished everything apart from 3 darks, dropping Dragon, Dark Armed, and proceeded to beat my face in. And game 3 I just had answers to everything. He got me down to 5-6. I think he got a couple of jabs in, but yeah. I think it was game 1 as well. He was on 3k. I attacked him. I had 2 Gene Warps on 2/2 apiece, because I had a Tenki and a Tensu. I attacked over his monster, attacked him directly for 2-2, and then went into Cowboy for game. So that's always good. And final round I went against Dark World. I was really unsure about the matchup, because I hate Dark Worlds at the best of times, but it seemed actually okay. I don't know if he just drew arse or I just had the answers or whatever, but I 2-0'd that. So yeah. So 3-2, losing out to Mermails and Nordics. Mermails expected. I expected to be slightly on more even footing with Nordics, but oh well. That's enough rambling, let's get into the deck list. Around 3 Knight, 3 Crusader, 2 Bowler. I only own 2 of these, so if I get a third I'll probably put a third one in and take out 1 core or something. I played 1 Fire Fist Gorilla and 1 Fire Fist Bear. These are pretty good, I guess. If I had like 35-40 quid to piss away, I'd probably get another bear, but I don't, so I think one of each is fine, to be honest. And then played a rabbit engine in the form of 2 rabbit and 3 gene warped. Gene warped was pretty good, just beats over pretty much any other level 4. I probably would have used Force Raiders if I actually owned any, but this is also a reasonably decent emergency invoker target, so it's not horrible. And then to complement that and set up for the OTK, tutorial guide. If you don't know what the OTK is, check some of my previous videos. I think I posted about a month and a half ago, something like that. But yeah, that's all the monsters. For spells, Reborn, Dark Hole, Storm, Avarice. Kind of goes without saying. And then I played Triple Core. Top deck in these is pretty bad when they were just like drawing multiples turn after turn. So yeah, I'd definitely bump Boulder to 3 and cut Core to 2. And play Triple Tenki. This is amazing. I think everybody already knows it's amazing. And 2 Tensu. This is okay. It's mainly in there for the OTK, but oh well. I think I got its effect off about twice. And then 2 Lons. Couldn't find the room for MSTs really. Kind of regretting it now, but oh well. And for the traps, 2 Bottomless, 2 Force, 2 Deprison, Road, Warning, Judgment, and a 5 for Mission Tengen. Because if you go rabbit into Tiger King, you pretty much always set this, just for a bit of protection. Okay, extra deck. This was a Tiger King, but I borrowed it, so I had to give it back. Brilliant, just sets up everything. Cowboy, Shockmaster, Dice Sigma. I actually made this, I think, twice today, so that's pretty good. Utopia, and Ray, and Direwolf. Direwolf should be really good in this, but I don't think I ever actually made it, just because you actually have targets apart from itself. But, you know, good theory card. Pappy, Dweller, My Stroke. This saved my ass a couple of times. Brilliant, Zen Mains, Levier for shenanigans, Invoker for the OTK and just general shenanigans, and a Stardust for the road. For side, this was basically just drafted from my gadget side, because I was going to play gadgets today up until about 5 minutes before we actually started, and someone said, oh, I'll lend you a Tiger King. So I thought, for shits and giggles, I'll play koa'ki Meiru. But yeah, 2 Mind Crush. This went in against Mermails. It was meh. I mean, it cock-blocked 1 Megalo, but didn't really do much else. 2 MST, Night Beam. I side this in pretty much every week against like Mermails and stuff. And the one time I actually drew it was against Nordics, because he runs Threatening Roar, and I got the Threatening Roar with this, but I think I still lost that one, which kind of sucked. 2 DD Assailant. These are going to go in gadgets. It's all perfectly valid in this deck though. And it's an amazing card just for taking down Shiens and Graffers and all the other annoying shit that you have to put up with. But yeah. 2 Shadow Imprisonings. I saw both these against the Dark World game 2, so that was good. DE Fissure. I think I did see this against Mermails, but it was too late to actually do anything. I think that's who I saw against. Or I can't remember whether it was Mermails or Chaos Dragons. Might have been both, who knows. 2 Gozens, which didn't actually go in. And 2 Fiendish, which didn't go in either. But yeah, not entirely sure how I feel about this deck, to be honest. I mean, it's good, but you can draw the combo pieces backwards, like drawing your Crusaders before Knights and stuff like that. And I think there was one game where, going through my deck afterwards to decide, I just found all my Tenkis as a playset right near the bottom, and if that happens, you've pretty much lost. If you can't go into Tiger King and boss one out. But oh well. Let me know what you think, if you have any improvements. I'm not going to take this deck to regionals, but I'll hopefully record some games with it, because it is a very fun deck to play. I'd probably put it at like tier 2.5 or something if you're going to tier it, because it's a bit cloggy, but when it goes nuts, it really does go nuts. Yeah, it's time to rabble again. This has been Uzmak1, signing out.